That was completely embarrassing. A terrible defeat by the Cavaliers, 132-98 on their home floor. The Warriors came in and stomped the Cavaliers out. Again versus the Warriors, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving didn't really have much effect. David Black, his player rotations are terrible. And after watching Golden State just dismantle the Cavaliers on their home floor, after Steph made the comments about the champagne, hoping he still smells the champagne in Cleveland's away locker room, how can you really think this team can knock off the Warriors or even the Spurs? After watching this Cavaliers performance, they'll probably still make it to the finals, but they don't have a shot against San Antonio or Golden State. Welcome back to the Best Damn Sports Blog. Back again to talk NBA with you guys. Specifically, that curb stomping that the Cavaliers took at the hands of the Warriors following their Christmas Day matchup that was close in Oakland. Steph Curry talked a little trash heading in, said he hoped the away locker room still smelled like champagne when they popped bottles when they won the finals. And he did nothing but show out. Dropped 35 points. 7-12 from 3. Balled out. Proved why he is the best player in the NBA in a rout of Cleveland. Golden State was up 26 points at halftime. At the half, 26. Game was already over. Golden State put up 70 points on the second-ranked defense in the NBA. 70 first half points on the Cavaliers in Cleveland. After talking trash, you can't say that's not G. Steph Curry is the best player in the world. Steph Curry is the best three-point shooter of all time already. What is he, just 7, 8 years into his career? I think 7. Already the greatest three-point shooter I've ever seen. Can pull up from anywhere. Hits dagger threes. Matter of fact, in this game, Steph Curry knocked down as many threes as the Cavaliers did as a team with 7. The Cavaliers shot 7 of 19 from 3. Steph was 7 of 12, so he was more efficient than the Cavaliers. And the Warriors as a team made 19 threes. If you're going to get outshot 19-7 when it comes to three-point field goals against that team, finito. Any team, finito. There's no way you can keep up. I don't care how efficient you are. The Cavaliers didn't necessarily have a terrible night efficient-wise. They were 48% shooting from the field. Golden State, 54% shooting. They played just an all-around great game. They had 33 assists as a team. Of course, Draymond Green, the anchor of this team, and as I stated prior, he is the best point forward in the league behind LeBron James. He finished with 16 points, 7 boards, 10 assists. Iguodala chipped in 20 points off the bench, shooting 7 of 8 from the field. Golden State, and what people have failed to realize is they're fully healthy now. And for that first portion of the year, Harrison Barnes was out for a nice chunk. So this team is finally at full strength, and they're still 38-4. You can legitimately say they haven't hit their peak yet this season. Against the Cavs, they were dominant as ever. 30 points in every quarter except the fourth, where the starters didn't play. And even in that quarter, they finished with 28 to Cleveland's 31. This team is deep as they come. Sean Livingston, Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, Maurice Spates, Andrew Bogut. They can play big. They can play small. They have a lot of shooters. They have a lot of players that can handle the ball. This team is hard to match up with. The only team that has a shot is the San Antonio Spurs. I was shocked at what I saw from Cleveland. And after watching that game, it could be knee-jerk, but I honestly think this Cavaliers team is not going to win the finals this year. I don't care if it's San Antonio or if it's Golden State. They're not getting past neither of those two teams in the 7-game series. So whichever it is, the Cavaliers will suffer that L to them in the NBA Finals. This team just does not have the makeup. And it's just starting to be evident to me. Kevin Love was getting abused on the pick and roll. And offensively, he was a no-show. And for the Cavaliers fans, we know about the NBA Finals, their excuse was no Kevin Love, no Kyrie Irving. And that's valid to some extent. But on Christmas, when Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving were there, the Cavaliers lost 89-83. Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving combined for just 23 points on 9 of 31 shooting. Their excuse then, the Cavaliers fans, well, Kyrie Irving was just coming back from injury. Okay. Well, now they just faced off on Martin Luther King Day. Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving combined for 11 points on 4 of 16 shooting. In the game in which the Cavaliers trailed by 43 points. The Cavaliers had every motivation in this game. Steph Curry talking trash before the game. Avenged their finals loss. They're on their home floor. And they got mollywopped. Completely stomped. That was an embarrassment. Worse than an embarrassment, to be honest. I'm a Clevelander. It was pathetic. LeBron James was a no-show. And honestly, the only player who showed up was J.R. Smith, who ended up getting kicked out for a questionable call. But that's a conversation for another day, the referees. Regardless, the Warriors put on a display on this Cavaliers team. And what's crazy is the team the Cavaliers lost to last year in the NBA Finals, they're worse than this Warriors team. This is a whole new different animal, this Steph Curry. He was an MVP last year, but he wasn't going off how he is this year. Steph Curry is playing at a whole different level. Draymond Green has elevated his game to another level. And the Warriors are just gelling another year together. They don't even have Steve Kerr, their head coach, in there. And they're still 38-4 with Luke Walton at the helm, who was just in the league maybe 3-4 years ago. This team is scary. And for the Cavaliers, their best bet is to hope San Antonio gets by. And even then, I don't give them great chances against San Antonio. With that well-oiled machine of a system Greg Popovich has installed, along with Kawhi's emergence, I'm not sure the Cavaliers can keep up with them either in the 7-game series. But as for Golden State, they just present too many matchup problems. They have too many ball handlers, and they can play small. And David Blatt does not know what he's doing when it comes to these rotations and lineups. I'm sorry. He just does not know what he's doing. Like, why hasn't Mo Williams been playing? And why is Mozgov in there when Draymond Green is playing center, basically? Against Golden State, who plays small, Mozgov should not really even be on the floor at all. I know people think they should combat the small by going big, but Golden State will outshoot you. And that's what people need to realize. What it comes down to against Golden State is if you can't keep up with their three-point shooting and they're on, it's lights out for you. You got to hope in the 7-game series they have 4 bad shooting nights and you're able to then outwill them because they're still, even if they have an off shooting night, they're still probably going to put up over 100 points and they're good at defense. The Cavaliers, as constructed, they're not getting past whoever comes out the Western Conference. I think LeBron and the Cavaliers organization is probably realizing they have to make a move soon. I'm not saying a blockbuster deal, Kevin Love shipped out or anything like that, but they have to figure out something, bring in another player because as constructed, they're not going to win the NBA title. And you know what? Just think about it. If Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors get back to the NBA Finals and go on to defeat LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James will fall to 2-5 in the NBA Finals. And Steph Curry will be 2-0 with the same amount of rings as LeBron James with 0 losses in the NBA Finals. Just imagine that world because it could become reality.